Hello everybody, my name is Fuloo and welcome back to another episode on the FHD server. This is episode 9 and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different to last time. Last time we had one big project. This time we're going to finish off a few little projects, do a little bit of a catch up of what I've been doing offline on the server and yeah, just have some fun. And we may as well start with the tower. I have started doing a little bit of work mostly on the levels lower than this and mostly on the outside. So we might just fly over there and I'll show you. We will need to work on rockets. This is my last stack of 64. We don't really have a good supply of gunpowder. Anyway, as you can see, this is probably the best view of being able to see what we've been doing. So we're going with that medieval style, but still skyscraper style. Medieval skyscraper. Got a lot to do up the top here, but down the bottom, starting to detail in them walls, starting to get a little bit of the concept going. What is this man doing? Oh, by the way, my name's Fuloo. If you like Minecraft, so do I. Make some videos, stream on Twitch, and post on Instagram. Why don't you follow me on these platforms? So from here you can really see the size of this project, the size of the building. We do need to work a little bit more on these paths of how they're going to come in or out, but you know, this is the main path going through, so we should probably connect it up somehow through there. But you can see I've made a nice big archway. So like most skyscrapers or office blocks or big buildings, I don't know, at least the one that I'm thinking of, this first floor is more of a lobby that has all of the different elevators going to the right floors. And we've color coded the floors. So the wall takes us to that color floor. The concept will be when we get to the floor, we will make the floor the color of the wall or the floor color. So the rest of it's probably just lobby style. I don't know what that is yet. When we get to detailing inside, we can figure out what that will be. Over here, I was kind of thinking of maybe like some sort of little cafe or maybe a few like little food shops. Obviously, this is the entrance and exit to the basement of the base area, but we could still fit in some maybe like little food shops, and then we can have some little chairs and tables sitting out here, maybe a little stage with somebody playing on or something along those lines. Either way, this comes around. Once again, we might have to fix up this a little bit. I think Emrick made this a very nice path, but it kind of just leads in the back, and we probably want like to have this formal entrance sort of like coming onto the pathway somewhere there somehow at some point. We're not going to rush into that. We've also got like this little balcony that lets us just walk around undercovered here. I'm not really sure what else we could do in here. Probably need to detail these walls a little bit, but at this point we'll probably leave it like this for quite some time, or at least until I get inspired. Now floor 2, or the yellow floor, I do have a bit of an idea. So I have filled in the floor a little bit. We've added in the yellow. I've added in a wall. Do have a little bit of space here still. Not really sure what we're going to do down here. Maybe we could put a little wall in here as well, so we can make like little rooms over here, little private rooms or something. They are very tall roofs, so we could bring down the roof a little bit on a floor if we need to. It's not so big, but I did want it to be big. Well, that's the mob. What are you doing in my room? So I'm thinking like a bit of a map room, war room, planning room, something along those lines. So I've put in a few little ideas around here. Just trying to start to sort of play with how I can style things. It's a bit of a work in progress still, but I did want a large table with some maps. And then just having like a little map here, obviously like one big map. Maybe we can add in a few more maps at the back here. I did play with some like little tree ideas. You've got sort of the dead bush in there. This one's got an end rod. Yeah, I don't know. Got any ideas? Send me a picture. Kind of like them, kind of don't. Obviously, you know, like little concept there. I was playing with these sorts of ideas. Maybe some cups. I was wanting to put like some chairs, but I think I will build some sort of grand chair somehow here for myself, And then at some point we may invite people to come and build some chairs around this table as well. But just starting to play with some ideas of like how rooms could be detailed. Obviously the floors have got a lot more work to do. We'll add a lot more yellow right through them. Whether we just bring this carpet all the way up or we use some of the other blocks. And obviously out here needs a lot more detailing. And as I said, maybe we put some little offices in here. Maybe I like a little waiting room with a little cafe or something for people to wait. The next floor, being the blue floor, is, well, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I do actually want to have this balcony which we created. Whether I keep this type of grass, or we put in real grass, or we put in a pool, I don't know. Maybe it's like a Lytra landing pad. I'm still not really sure, but I did want a balcony, so we do have the balcony at this point. Kind of thinking maybe some floors will have like some maybe hotel rooms. Thinking maybe the top floor I'll have like my private suite with access to like a rooftop garden. They are quite large inside, so you could build like multiple rooms and have like a bit of a hotel. Would be a massive private garden. Maybe it shouldn't be private. Maybe it should be like a community garden. I don't know. These are things that we're going to work out as we go along, but as you can see, there has been a bit of work done and there is a lot more work to do. This will be a slow work in progress over many episodes, most probably just through updates. Oh, and yes, I did have to plant a bit of a dark oak forest over here just to collect wood. I've probably harvested that a few times already and regrowing it, but there is a lot of dark oak in this. Okay, can we do it? Oh yeah, that was the idea. That was the idea. So Cosmo and I have been working on a game which I think is finished. We gave it a go and had a little bit of a play. And this is it here. I don't think we've got a name for it yet. I'll have to check with Cosmo, but maybe you've got an idea what we could call it. Is there a good way of... Oh, I know where we can see it. I wonder if Cosmo deliberately built this in a place that makes it the best viewing point from his shop. Interesting. Anyway, this is the game here. As I said, not real sure if we've got a name for it yet, but I'll have to have a chat to Cosmo. The idea is it could be one player or it could be two player. We've been playing it with two player and having a little bit of a race, kind of fun. Otherwise you could time yourself. But you start over in this room. You get yourself a axe. You get yourself some chorus fruit and some flowers, 12 of each. You need to empty out the playing field first, so there is no chorus fruit. And then you can come through on one side and plant chorus fruit. You can come up here, and then you basically need to jump across to get across to the end to ring the bell. Now, there are 3 flags that need to be collected at the same time. There's 2 in these chests, or 1 in each chest, and 1 on this little building over here. So you do need to get to these spots, collect them flags, and you do need to finish the game with 12 flowers. So, as well as planting to be able to do the jumping, you've also got to sort of plant to do some harvesting and get to the certain spots, so that way you can get your flags. So there's a bit involved. It's actually quite a fun game. There's a little bit of sort of tactics involved, as well as skill and a little bit of strategy. So it's interesting. It does take a little while to play. It's not a quick game. What we might do, whether it's in this video or not, is try and find somebody we can have a game with, and I'll just show you some of the highlights from that. Maybe we can get Geeky around? I reckon I could beat Geeky. Anyway, that was update number 2 of activities we've been doing on the server. Sometimes I just kind of like jumping on and playing and not sort of recording or thinking about how the recording's going to go. So that's why some of these activities just sort of get done, just playing. Cosmo jumps on, we have a little bit of a chat, one thing leads to the next, and we're playing for a few hours building a game. But other times, you know, I make a video. That's why I always give you a bit of a catch up of what's been happening anyway. And back to our big yellow sheep. Now, there has been a couple little changes, and I did get Cosmo to help me with the redstone on this. So now we have entrance in. Can't get in. You need to put a token in, and I have a token right here. 1 token yellow sheep corp. We chuck our token in, and it's going to let me in now. Wait for it. I get my token back. So now we can give the tokens out to people, or sell them, or, I don't know, make them join the cult, and they can have a token, have entry. Now I've done a very, very crude sort of backdoor here, but little button lets me out, well, if you're a bit faster, but we do need to fix that redstone up. We might employ somebody or enlist somebody to help us with that. Now, we did actually get Cosmo to join the cult. Unfortunately, I didn't record the induction, but don't worry, there'll be plenty more people joining. I have a few ideas. Here's one now.
Oh my god, is this a sheep god?
You need to go and get yourself a yellow sheep from up there and sacrifice it to Jeb.
No!
Keeping the sheep out of the fencing, ready for you.
Yeah. So do I just take it to him?
Just get out your axe and kill him.
Yeah. Got the evidence. Yay!
Welcome to the cult. Now you have a token so you can use the farm whenever needed.
Awesome.
Well, if you're watching any of the other guys that are making some YouTube videos and playing on the server, you would know exactly where I am and what this is. If you don't, maybe you should go and follow them. The links will be down in the description. Anyway, so we've been running a little dirt hut competition. Yeah, here's a little clip of me and Cahill voting.
each faction must vote as a group, not individual.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we haven't done our voting.
Well, we can do that now. Which, other than ours, which is obviously the best one, because
Yeah,
we
so
had great team effort and did it together there.
I helped fill in the sand so that we could have a.
It was moral support through trust.
You must not vote for your own. You must order the other 4 dirt huts from best being 4 and worst being 1. Right. Yeah.
So
once
which
all
one's the
votes are
best
in.
one out of what's left?
Well, I actually like the Frost Maces. They did pretty well.
Is this the
Like, this is a
Frost Motions?
hut. Yeah, sure it is.
I don't know who made who, to be honest.
I think there's the Frost and
It does have a little bit of
Frost Mason vibe.
yeah.
All the natural, huts.
I don't mind the dirt block. I think the dirt block's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But then again, it's showing out Enderman up, isn't it?
I guess it is, but you know, we were doing Endermans all out of wool, so
Yeah.
it's a cool little interior as well, like with chicken,
The turkey, yeah, that's
turkey, yeah.
turkey, whatever.
So,
Turkey would be bigger.
so who built this?
Grandfather clock.
Is this mercenaries?
I think it might be. Oh, look at all this wasted space, though. Look at it.
That's okay. Should have just put a wall in here so you can't get in. There's even someone laying in the bed.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't feel like this is as good as the other two. And I feel like this
No.
one is better than whatever this is.
Yeah.
This is obviously the 1-pointer.
Yeah. 1 point.
This will be the 2-pointer.
Mm-hmm.
And then how are we going to do this between 3 and 4?
I reckon 3 and 4.
I probably reckon the other way.
You reckon the other way?
We have a problem because there's only 2 of us in the faction.
Yeah. Oh. How do we decide?
I
Oh,
reckon.
yeah. I've only got 128 durability on my sword without mending. So, okay, so plot 1 is 1 point. Let's fill that in. So, plot 1 is 1 point.
That plot 1?
Yeah.
Alright, what plot's this one? Plot 2 is 2 points.
Guess what happened? It broke. It didn't want us to vote anymore.
It didn't. Do I have... probably have one in my toolbox. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. In a really weird spot.
Gotta keep it the same. It doesn't look like we wanna... Don't wanna make it look like we're tampering.
No tampering here. Yeah, I'll keep a lookout. There's no one around.
Cool. You can just press tab, but yeah. Is that plot 2?
Yes, that's plot 2. Oh, yeah,
Right.
true. No one on. We could do who's been playing the most minutes gets the vote.
No.
Yeah.
What? I mean, actual playtime or AFK time?
Yeah, no. When you press the tab button, whoever has the highest number there.
Oh, do we want to reset to Block's Mine then?
Block's mind. Do you reckon yours is higher than mine?
So I'm thinking this is 4 point. I'm thinking this one's the 4-pointer, and you're thinking the...
This one's the 4-pointer. Yeah.
Alright, what are we checking for stats?
Statistics.
Mm-hmm.
What's something really interesting that we both would have done some of, but it might be close? What about like distance fallen?
Distance fallen.
You reckon you're higher or lower than me?
I gotta find it first.
We pick the person who's got the highest distance fallen.
Okay.
Does
Yeah,
your number look
I-
like something you want to compete with?
I reckon I can compete with this.
Alright, what's yours?
32.1 kilometers.
Oh, mine's 14.3 kilometers. You've
Jeez.
fallen more than me.
Oh yes, I am terrible.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Neither do I.
Alright, well, Dirt Block gets number 3, and your beloved little, whatever that thing's called, is number 4.
Sure, it's Dirt Man.
Is that the Dirt Mound, is it? What's
Yeah.
ours called?
Ultimate Dirt Hut. I think you've put a sign at the top for it.
Oh, did I name it? Alright, well, it's going to be interesting to see who wins this little competition, this little dirt hut build off. Anyway, that's all we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, why not leave a like, or even leave a comment. Until next time, bye bye!